I see London. I see France. Chuck stuck at home shitting his pants. But the show must go on, and thanks again for tuning in, because it's the Lambros Sports Show. I'm Bobby T, and strolling in beside me, my co-host, my main man with the plan, we got Tommy Sausage.
I'm sorry, I was a little old-fashionably late.
Oh, man. Yeah, speaking of which, let's talk about this outfit.
Well, the Packers are playing in London this week, so I figured I'd dress the part. I've got a scarf, and it's about it.
That's fashion to me. But we're going to dive right in because we're across the pond. Into London we go. And I want to talk real quick about last week. Playing the Pats. Overtime thriller in Manila or in Green Bay. But, hey, close one with Mr. Belichick, third-string quarterback, regardless. Want to shout out Romeo Dubs getting in the end zone, and my boy Bobby T, the second, because I'm the OG, getting in the end zone.
Welcome back to the end zone, Bobby T.
Oh, man, it's been away.
Christian Watson getting his first touchdown. Great, it was rushing, but hey.
Yeah, it was rushing, but he did get in the end zone and got his first Lambeau lead.
Not through the air, but we don't care. It's a Packer touchdown.
Bang! Oh, yeah. Give me old-fashioned. Where did this come from?
There we go. Very sneaky. Yeah, sorry, Chuck. Sorry that your butt's leaking and that you can't be here tonight. I'm going to see a doctor's note, too, because we don't believe you.
He'll be back. But defense got us another W.
Yeah, they did.
But, however, how about Rodgers and Belichick? That was really fun to watch. Two greats going at it.
Yeah, it was. It's kind of gross. They were gushing over each other so much. It was like a little love story in the. No, it was cool. Respect. They're both gonna be legends one day. I mean, they are. Deep respect. That rumor mill last year before Rodgers re-signed, there was a lot of talk that the two of them might try to make something work there in New England, which I'm very glad that did not happen. But I don't know if it's just like true admiration for each other or they just have a bond because they just both hate the mainstream media so much.
Definitely.
But speaking of which, I thought that was just hilarious. They gave each other so much credit all week. Post-game interview, game's over. Bill Belichick comes out wearing a suit. Yeah. Say that again. Bill Belichick comes out wearing a suit.
Big difference between a cut-off sweatshirt.
Normally, this man looks like he just rolled out of bed with Uncle Joe and the rest of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's weird fucking family. And, yeah, I couldn't believe it. Man's wearing a suit. One of the last thing he says, he's like, at the end of the day, Rodgers was just that good. I mean...
I think he had a suit on for Brian Hoyer's funeral.
I don't know if that was rubbing salt in the wound since we beat Tom Terrific the previous week or... there could have been a little bit of a, but there's a chess match. It's definitely a cat and mouse game. Probably far more than you or I can understand. Definitely Chuck.
No.
But we got the win, pulled it out. Speaking of pulling it out,
goodness.
What's
never heard of
or what's Watson? What's under the towel? I was just thinking about this today. The last time the Patriots won a Super Bowl, like. Less than a week later, Robert Kraft got arrested at a Florida massage parlor in some sort of sex trafficking ring. And we never heard anything else about that. It was a headline for like a day or two, and then it was just like the story's just gone.
Goodell got
or somebody's just gone.
He did.
It's just, they make a big deal out of Watson. There's so many different things, with in the NBA and coaches and people. They want to sell their teams and things like that. And I was just like, man, this story was just out there one day on ESPN, and it was just like, boom, never happened. I mean, the man's name is Robert Kraft, but that story got shot and buried somewhere behind Hidden Valley Ranch.
Oh, goodness gracious. Somebody got a bag over their head and was thrown in a van by Roger Goodell. I don't know. They got to protect the Pretty Boys dynasty.
Yeah.
And Mr. Brady. Oh, my God. But that's very true. We haven't heard about it since. Now it's Watson.
So if you're seeing this video,
here's this hotline number, please.
Did I just hit the bell? I gotta get that back.
Oh yeah, that's the bad man's belt, man.
You get this when you hit 3 teasers back to back to back.
Oh, and parlays.
Mm.
He's feeling it.
Feeling it.
Speaking of which, we're gonna go in. We're just gonna dive right into a little looking and liking this week because we are short staffed. But hey, it's okay.
Half cast, half mass,
Full flask.
full flask.
Always. Hey, shout out to Chuck though. He's usually the first on the bet. He hit a bet, ladies and gentlemen.
He's not even here to enjoy it. He bet on the Jets and somehow won.
Somehow they won. Even though it was Kenny Pickett time, he still pulled it out of his ass. And now he's paying for it. Literally. But who we looking and liking this week?
I mean, so I'm looking and liking, and I just was shitting on him, but TB12 down in Tampa Bay. I mean, he just got beat back to back by 2 future Hall of Fame quarterbacks that will undoubtedly always be in that conversation about Tom Brady, one day. He's
probably in the shadow, but
yeah, he's pissed. He's broken 6 or 7 tablets, things are not going well with Giselle and our boy from the Jets,
Zach Wilson's
Zach
on the
Wilson,
case.
he's on the case, there. No fucker. No, but yeah, I mean, when you get beat back to back like that, with a guy like Tom Brady, he's going to be out for blood this week. He's coming. It's a home game. Atlanta has covered somehow 4 games in a row. They are 4-0 against the spread. I just don't.
Y'all need to check out Calvin Ridley. He's killing it on FanDuel right now. The Falcons are 4-0.
Patterson's out. I like it. It's a lot of points. -8, 8.5. But I say Tampa covers. I like that. I like the pack. I like our boys. Same thing. Danny Jones. He's out across the pond. But I think Rodgers. He's a Renaissance man. He's gonna put on a show this week. I like to actually see Rodgers have his best showing of the year stat wise.
Oh, and yeah, we're going to call out Team Sesparo. Team Sesparo Giants fans, I hate you. I love you. The Giants have historically had our number since we've had Rodgers. So I love to see him in a neutral site and just beat the dog shit out of him. That's what I would really love. But who knows? I don't know. We'll see.
No biting, all Barkley.
That's right. That's right. Shut that man down and we have a good chance of curb stomping him. But I like Miami. I mean, I know there's probably a lot to say on the subject this week with Tua. We put out a fins up.
We put out a meme that we got a little backlash on. We're probably going to a hell for that and
straight to the upside down.
But no, yeah,
we agree on that one. We do.
I mean, even with Teddy Two Gloves, I mean, he's a great. He's still a very comparable QB. I mean, that man can still win, and it's the Jets.
And
the Jets like no won last week. How can you say that the Jets could win, cover 2 weeks in a row? Jesus, I don't. Seems like a no-brainer to me, Bob.
I'm with you there, and we agree on this one too. In different ways, I think Mr. Campbell, Dan Campbell, talking about one ass cheek, 3 toes, comes out and gets a W this week.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I like him straight up, but to be safe, it is always the Lions, and I mean they're the paper bag dynasty.
Yeah,
and I think covering 3.5 is, it might be 3. Probably will drop to 3, maybe 2.5 at game time, but getting 3.5 right now, I went ahead and locked in those lyrics.
I mean, I like it. I think that's a trap bet for people who are taking New England.
Yeah,
that's another reason.
Who the hell's going to start at quarterback for him?
Yeah.
Is it going to be Zappy again? Is it going to be Hoyer? Who knows? Another one though, I really like. Talk me out of it. Talk me out of the guarantee. And I did let our OnlyFans down last week with the guarantee, but I won't let you down.
Hey.
2 weeks in a row, okay?
Hey, you know what? I'm going to give you this just because you did hit so many in a row. No, absolutely not.
But an honorary
missed his first Bobby T guarantee.
I did. I took the home team, and I never do that. I never guarantee a win for us.
It's a lot of points, but hey, I mean, I'm not going to talk you off that ledge.
We won.
Yeah.
That's all that I really give a shit about. But Me and Tommy don't agree on this one, but I'm feeling the Chargers. I've been riding them all year, but I think by 3 against the Browns, I think they make a statement. Eckler is back on track, looking like a top 5 fantasy running back. Not even running the ball, just catching it out of the backfield. That's what he does best. But the Browns, they're sneaky.
It's not bad. Browns have had a pretty solid, pretty solid defense against the pass, though. I mean, they got beat because of how much that Cordell Patterson or whoever ran all over him last week.
They get hurt.
And they just been and now basically Chargers have just pretty much abandoned their run game so far. It seems like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's going to be interesting, but you could be right.
Strictly dickly, they're just passing the ball. Just give it to Herbert. But
I'll take that for fantasy value for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Farrell, accept my trade, by the way. But another one, really upset. I'm calling the upset. Before I dive into my guarantee, y'all thought I wasn't going to do another guarantee. I'm always going to guarantee it. Upset of the week. Some say it's not really an upset, but I like Jobo to bounce back and get 2 W's in a row. Ooh. And I'll take the 3 points, though, because I'm a little chicken shit. I'll take the 3 against the Ravens. That should be a hell of a game to watch, so division rivalry.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a game to watch this week for sure.
I did see a stat go into the stratosphere, as I typically do. Ravens D, although it seemed pretty solid, right? But they are 30th in passing defense. So I really like Chase, Higgins, the whole Boyd, most underrated receiver in the league, to just go off this week and cover nonetheless, if bare minimum. But I'll take them straight up.
I also heard another stat that you're not going to like if you go to the stratosphere.
Oh, no.
But that the Ravens have only not been leading 14 seconds the entire season so far.
No.
But, they keep getting beat on these last.
Losses.
Yeah, exactly. They have 2 losses, and they have only not been leading 14 seconds, which is crazy. They've either been tied or ahead.
They are the only team who has been up 14 or more points twice. Lost twice within like a 4-game stretch ever. But who knows? You never know with the Ravens.
Call me crazy, and this is just maybe I'm just feeling bad for Chuck, but I might even take the shitty kitties at +7 this week.
I don't know.
West Coast, well, we'll see.
I would love to see it.
There's no rhyme or reason for it. I will tell you that it's just purely because they lost last week and San Francisco won and covered. So we're going to roll with that. But do have a little bit of a Tommy teaser for you.
Tell me something good. Tell me.
I like a 3-game for sure. I like taking the Pack, teasing them down from -8 to -2. Same thing with Brady and the boys, taking them down from 8 or 8.5 to 2.5. And I love teasing up the Lions to +9.
Oh yeah,
that's a great one. That 3-game 6-point teaser pays out 1.5. If you want to extend that to 5 and get a little crazy, I would even take the Browns up to +9 with that one.
I might not disagree on that.
I would even take the Rams, where they're at -5.5 right now, and pull them down to getting +0.5 point. That'd be real juicy. That'd be about a 5-1 payout.
You think the Rams are just due? I mean, I feel like they just got mollywopped.
Bad loss, Monday Night Football. I said this like a couple episodes ago. Coming off a loss, Sean McVay don't fuck around.
That's a great coach.
Yeah.
However, I will say the Dallas D, I think, keeps it close that game. They're going to keep it close all day. So, hey, I don't know. I could see it. 7 sacks they gave up to the Niners, and the Cowboys, if nothing else, to have an elite pass rush right now with Micah Parsons, a one-man wrecking ball. But
I don't think anybody ever expected Cooper Rush to win this many games. Hey. If he loses to the defending Super Bowl champs, I don't think it does anything to what I don't think it diminishes what he's accomplished so far. I think he's still, obviously when Dak comes back, everybody knows it's going to be his job. But, I think some offers are going to come in on Rush.
Hey, we'll take him. Jordan Love for Cooper Rush right now.
Oh, right now.
I'll do it right now. But that will lead to the Bobby T guarantee of the week. And I think, call me crazy.
Wait, we're in London this week,
Well,
so it needs to be the Bobby T.
It is only fitting. R.I.P. the Queen, but I'm talking about the King this week. King Henry is just ready to roll, baby. I think he's going to just command the Commanders and just do what he wants. Like Rob Kraft in a parlay. Parlor. Parlay parlor. Oh.
That's when you get a threefer.
That's a threefer. But I think, sorry, Kyle, and your terrible Commanders, but I do think King Henry's back, and that offense is starting to click. Tannehill will get on board eventually. All he's got to do is
he's getting over the hill.
Just got to do that. And
Once upon a time, people were talking the Commanders might be good this year, but we showed a graphic earlier this week, for those of you who missed it, where two Washington defenders were actually blocking each other. So that's how their season's going so far. So I cannot argue with you. I can't argue with that pick. That feels pretty good.
I feel it. I'm going with my gut there. It's against our system, but I'm going with it. I feel good about it. But we're going to talk. Of course, we got to end with a little parlay in the USA. Yeah. We haven't agreed on a lot of picks this week, but I think
it's a tough week.
There's a lot of close spreads, but I do think we agree with the Lions.
Yeah,
getting the 3.5.
I like them 3.5.
Miami 3.5.
Yeah, they're at 3. I'll take Miami at 3.
And third leg, I'm gonna leave it on you. This man's hot.
I'm gonna roll.
Pat O'Donnell's third leg.
Hey, you said it. I'm taking the pack.
Oh,
I'm taking the pack in London.
Let's go. They can't let us down 2 weeks in a row.
Hey, to the pack being back.
The pack is back. Hey, we beat the Giants in London. Then we're gonna take on the Commanders, who I just talked a lot of shit about. So let's get froggy.
Well, is there anything else?
I think that just about wraps it up.
Well, the Bears still suck. I don't know if you've heard. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Oh.
But the Bears still suck.
Their one win is to the Texans, who haven't won a game, and I just love it. They still suck. And we know that.
Well, yeah. Since Chuck's out, we don't have any music carrying us out. Here, you know what? I'll cue it up. Play me out, Johnny.
Johnny. Thanks again for tuning in. Next week, back in full force. Back like we never left. As he dances away to London, he's hopping straight on the plane. Thank you guys. Break him off with a freestyle. Keep giving Aaron Jones the fucking ball, Matt, okay? Give him the ball! Figure it out. Give your balls a tug.